If you're a bit deeper, Lois, stand up, you feel more confident then. It's really fun, isn't it?
Where are we going now? Should we do that?
Let's go.
Lois!
Get your cosy on. Happy now, got a boat.
Hello and welcome to episode 11 of Overnighters TV, and this is part 2 of our epic European adventure.
Now, as you can see, we are in a very different studio this time. We normally film our links in our Bailey Advance motorhome, but most of you all know last month that was stolen from this very driveway actually.
And our good friends, last time we did our linky bits at Cranham's in Hatfield Peveril, they let us go and film there, and that was really cool.
That was really kind of them. But we thought we're going to do something different for this episode.
So we had dinner the other night with our friends Lola and Ross, and we mentioned about this, and they said, because they're campervanners, motorhomers, they've toured all around the country, haven't they?
They have.
And they said, why don't you borrow our big blue bus?
Thank you, Lo and Ross.
Thank you so much to Lola and Ross.
So in our last episode, we showed you the first part of our huge summer adventure.
We did a lot of driving. We went from, well, here. Well, I won't tell you the entire journey.
No.
But Dover, Calais, and then France, Belgium, Germany, the Black Forest, which was incredible.
That was amazing.
And then even more incredible, even more stunning was Austria. The Tyrol.
Yeah. We did 4 countries, 4 different campsites, a load of sausage
and beer.
and beer. No, it's amazing. A
beer.
really amazing adventure.
But now we're going to show you the second half of our trip down to the Adriatic. So we're going to go further south now into Slovenia.
Now, we'd had a lot of changeable weather in the Alps, so we were really excited to be going to some really glorious sunshine.
This is nice, isn't it?
This is lovely.
Summer holiday,
We're all going on a summer holiday. We're working for a week or 2.
Oh my word.
This is what we had last night in Austria.
I'm hoping it will magically just be amazing in Slovenia.
No, it's supposed to rain all day and all night in Slovenia. Yeah, we are just still in Austria. It's basically been raining the entire way. It's just followed us. The rain, this one cloud, has just followed us the whole way. I think we've got another tunnel coming up.
We?
I think so.
There's been so many.
I know.
What we did earlier lasted about 4 miles, didn't it?
We've done 3 tunnels that were more than 4 miles. Wow. I bet there's bears and all sorts in those mountains. I think we're in Slovenia.
No, I looked it up. We're miles away still.
How many miles is miles?
Some.
But this is, you know, I love Austria.
Austria is just a bit special, isn't it?
amazing. I haven't disliked one bit of Austria. Ryan, press the Union Jack. Oh my God, Father. Quick, stop.
I don't know what I
Did you
was
get the
thinking.
card back?
Yeah. I could hear you saying press the thing, but there was about 8 things to
Press
press.
the Union Jack. So you
No, I didn't need to do that. No, I
didn't
didn't.
tell you in English.
Oh, that? No. I thought if I told them we were from England, they'd get really cross. Anyway, we're in Slovenia, aren't we?
Woo!
Is that it?
Yeah, that's it.
So
We're in
what happened to
Slovenia.
the Vanken tunnel?
We're going in the Vanken Tunnel.
Woohoo! We made it across the border!
Yeah, that's not going in, is it?
Might do.
Not great, it's 2-way traffic.
Yeah.
We're not in Slovenia yet.
The famous Kara Venken tunnel.
A little bit scary, the whole 2-way traffic thing. Much happier when we're all going in the same direction in a tunnel.
That was a big one.
I didn't like that.
But we're in Slovenia.
We are in Slovenia. That's exciting.
Hey, we're in
That's
Slovenia,
very
Lois.
exciting. The River Sava. Here we are. Hello, Slovenia. Very different. Wow. This is awesome.
It's quite geared towards tourism,
It's
isn't
very
it?
touristy, but I like it. We haven't done touristy yet, really. The colour of that water.
That's amazing.
Oh my gosh, look, that's absolutely gorgeous.
Wow.
Right, look out for some motorhomes. Wow, you're going to have nice places to run, Ryan.
I hope so.
You can just run round the lake.
Yeah. Lake Bled is amazing, isn't it?
It's beyond amazing, actually.
It's so lovely to be there.
Yeah.
And Camping Bled, I think, became our latest, most loved campsite ever.
It did, because we left Austria saying it's going to take a lot to top Nattersee.
Yeah.
And then we arrived at Bled. Lake Bled is incredible. It's got an island in the middle of it, which has got a 16th century church on it. And then the lake itself is just surrounded by mountains and forest. I mean, just absolutely awesome, isn't it? But that obviously means it gets incredibly busy and is very popular.
Yeah, you do need to book ahead if you want to start Camping Bled. There's some other campsites there. There's one called Sobech on the way in, which I noticed,
Yeah,
which some people go to.
But they were so busy. When we were there, we saw people being turned away the whole time. And when I actually heard the lady in the shop, we were there early August, and they did not have one pitch available until the end of August. Not one for one night. So yeah, book ahead.
yeah, but it's totally worth it. But we
Yeah.
did book ahead, as did the Davy family. Lee Davy, you might know Lee Davy, Tin Tent.
Yeah.
He is a caravaner, but he's all right.
He's all right. He's okay.
And he and his family, they've been on a similar trip to us. Whereas,
They'd done Switzerland and Italy, hadn't they?
Yeah.
Slightly different, but yeah.
But they'd done that in their Bailey Phoenix caravan. And so once we'd checked in, it was time for a bit of dinner.
Yeah, we went to the campsite restaurant, didn't we? Which was lovely.
Very good.
And it was just great to catch up with them all, to meet Helen and Charlie and Poppy.
And then we did that thing that you do after dinner when people who go on tour meet up. You know, you talk about life on the road.
Were you doing their Dorset accent?
I don't know why then. I think it's...
Sorry, Lee. Sorry, Helen.
Helen's got a slight twang, hasn't she? No, Lee's been doing 7 or 8 hour drives in his Bailey Phoenix, and we've been doing 7 or 8 hour days in our 76.4 Advance. But the difference is, of course, is I've managed to get Mel to actually do some driving. Yeah, well, so Helen, my point is, any chance?
No. I will tell you why there's no chance. Thank you. Charlie doesn't feel screwed, safe. But secondly, our stuff is longer than an articulated lorry. I have towed before, but I'm not towing this.
Can I just say, if Bernie from the Caravan Club, if you're watching this,
He taught me. Bernie taught me.
based on that lesson you gave Helen, I haven't given in. One day she will tow the caravan, and I'm hoping it will be this trip.
Did she or didn't she?
Dunno.
I don't know. I really don't know. I don't know.
But it was a great night though.
It was a really, really great night. We had lots and lots of fun. Really, really
And we had a
good.
few drinks, but the next day we were up at the crack of dawn because the Davies were going off, weren't they?
They were going off to Croatia. So.
Whereas we were staying at Lake Bled for a few days.
Yeah.
But before we met up with them for a quick coffee, it was just time for me to pop over there and sort of ask Lee a really stupid question.
That's his grey waist.
Right.
How are you?
Okay, yeah, good sleep.
Very nice indeed, yeah. And Mel just said, is that your grey waist or your toilet?
I'm hoping it's a grey waist, yeah.
We knew, really. We knew.
We were just making conversation,
We're not that stupid.
but it does always come back to toilets.
It does always come back to
I
toilets.
don't know why it is.
Really?
We are obsessed with toilets. But anyway, it was time for a quick coffee. before the Davies went on their way, and we did what you do, you know, chatted about caravan versus motorhome, which is the other thing, isn't
Who
it?
won?
Do you know what? There is no winner.
All even.
It's all good. Van wave to everybody. And we talked about vignettes, and we talked about toll. What else did we talk about apart from tolls?
Vignettes, tolls.
I just said that.
Oh no, the burning issue. The key thing was
Oh, yeah.
the joy of travelling with teenage daughters.
I say, I hope you're. I have no idea.
I know what it is.
Let's pass it on to the expert.
Okay, this is from observation, and she can probably hear me because I did look over there nervously. But I think it's to do with, no disrespect, Lois, because you're listening to this, that when you're a teenager, it's all about you.
Yes.
And the whole world is about you and everything. So if something works and you collapse to the floor, really screaming.
Yeah.
So therefore, you wouldn't notice a view unless it hit you in the face and had interrupted you.
And it gave you something.
And it gave you something. That's my.
Whereas if
thoughts.
you want to add balance, when you're a 49-year-old middle-aged man with grey hair, the world's definitely not about you. It doesn't revolve around you whatsoever.
So any view's a good view.
That's right, yeah.
It's good to be anywhere, isn't it, at 49?
Down by the bins, anywhere.
Oh, bless them. Love the Davies. But they were going off to Croatia.
They were off, but we were staying in Slovenia for a couple more days, so it was time to start our little mini Lake Bled adventure. So we went and checked out Camping Bled campsites, and then took in the incredible Lake Bled.
Right, Lois, you coming for a walk?
No.
What, are we going to leave you on your own?
Yeah.
Are we allowed to do that?
You've been doing it since I was about 6, so I think it's alright. As if. Okay, 6 plus 5. Oh no, you got us onto those. I'll bite you.
Right, Lois?
Yeah. My kiss. Be careful.
Don't throw any chips.
Don't fry any chips, and don't talk to any strange men. And here's Lake Bled.
Ta-da! It's a really interesting bluey colour, isn't it?
Is that thunder? And we can hear.
A little bit. Where that little bit of rock is, a little tiny sheer bit of rock. Motorhomes. Just
That's where it is.
that, isn't it? Just there.
What do you think that is?
It's the rowing place, I think, and viewing
Bled Rowing Club.
Blowing? Rowing.
No.
Rowing on Bled.
It is blowing.
It's blowing on Bled. I like the little gondolas. Can we have a go on one of those when it's not about to be some cataclysmic storm like it is now?
They're good, aren't they? Those three on a paddleboard. That's skills.
Yeah, look, one at the front and the back. We could do that. Me, you, Lois, easy. I don't know how upfits would be.
Yeah, well, I'd be up for it, but I might fall off a lot.
Well, that's my entertainment.
Oh, good.
So,
What do you need?
oh, I like this. I'm selling those. It's very nice.
I'm here. I am here.
Okay. So good. Thank you. Thank you.
I hope you have a happy marriage.
Oh, thank you. You also get this. It's Pecker's oil.
Oh, well, every pecker needs its oil.
It's handmade, locally sourced.
Stop flirting with everyone.
I can't help it. It's not often I get offered a pair of knickers from a handsome young Slovenian.
Charge you £1.
I know.
Well, €1.
We didn't even notice that one.
Wow. I wonder what the house insurance is like for a place like that. Buildings insurance.
Oh, we should walk up there to the castle.
Oh, there's lots of things we should do, Mel, but I really can't be asked right now.
Okay.
That bit there, look at those steps behind us.
Look there.
Yeah.
That bit.
Tomorrow, we are planning, hopefully,
Yeah.
to go up them.
I don't know if you can.
Are we allowed to?
Well, I think you can if you go over in a gondola boat, but I don't know if we just
Who says?
rock up. I reckon it'll be allowed. We'll try. Give it a go.
So it looked like we'd once again brought the weather with us.
We really had.
It wasn't pouring with rain, but it was quite stormy.
Yeah, big thunderstorm,
and
wasn't
not
it?
really the best conditions to go out onto the lake.
No, definitely not. And that night there was a huge storm as well, wasn't there? But next morning we woke up to a proper scorcher.
Oh dear. another day in paradise.
I don't know what to do with myself because there's no thunderstorms or rain. It's all weird. It's this big thing up there that's hot.
What's going on here then?
I'm just writing my journal.
Do you want to move those tissues and...
I'm a bit sweaty. That's my breakfast. That was some biscuits that I've devoured. And that's my sweat wipe because it keeps dripping onto my diary.
Choco Capic.
That's
Oh no,
just
no,
chocolate
sorry.
milk.
Oh no,
Chocapic.
I can't read. Chocapic.
Yeah. Not the healthiest of breakfasts all round, but we'll have a healthy lunch when you come back from your run.
I'm going for a run.
Biscuits for your lunch. Breakfast. You're not getting out of this. Look what he's doing. Temperature. What do you reckon the temperature is, Lois?
No idea, but it's very hot.
About 30. Nearly lunchtime. And brilliant. Ryan's going for a run.
It's got to be done.
Well, it hasn't. Lois and I don't feel like that. Does it got to be done, Lois? No. Have you got to have a run?
No.
No, me neither.
Right, can you stop filming because that's my music on there.
Have you had some water and a wee?
Both of those quite a lot, which reminds me, we need to change the cassette.
Do we?
Yeah,
Do we?
we need to.
Okay,
Okay, I'll do it.
thanks.
See, it does always come back to toilets.
Always. Actually, it was our wedding anniversary, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was.
How many years have we been married?
Been married 13 years.
How old's Lois?
14. You do the math.
And what better way to spend our anniversary than in and on Lake Bled?
Bit of gossip for you there.
So Lois and I have employed a handsome local to row us around the lake, haven't we, Lois?
Well, we met him.
Oh.
Why can't I come?
I just felt a bit of rain.
It might have been a bit of a splashback.
I think it was rain.
I'm not necessarily the most seamless, the smooth of rowers.
I think you're doing a grand job. It's a bit of a black cloud there, but hey ho, it's nice and warm.
So anyway, the plan is to row out to the island.
To the little island, go up to the church.
Kind of dark, foreboding quality to it.
Well, as you said, isn't it, where Dracula lives, or
Dracula lived,
Frankenstein.
Frankenstein, Brad Pitt, and also famously
Edward Scissorhands.
Kevin Keegan rented it for in a closed season when he was playing for Hamburg.
Excellent.
No, none of that is true. I don't know who lived there. I mean, let's face it, it wasn't very practical. You'd have to make sure you got your milk and your eggs in, wouldn't you?
Always, yeah, always. No docking there, so we might have to go round. It says, look, no docking there. That's why I said over there. Right about where you park the car.
Yeah, we must remember it. You know when you're at Gatwick and you think, which one are we in? Back on the boat?
Back on the boat. Who lives there?
Who lives in a house like this?
Our place is just there, isn't it?
Yeah. No, if you just get in the right direction to where we're going in row, we'll be fine. I know, but that's it. There's no
Right, tell me when I'm straight to go.
Of course, when I was a Cox at Oxford, I was.
Well, let's not try.
I think that's what they called me.
The flip flops.
Where's the building?
Right. So what should we do next?
I really want to go on a paddleboard, but it's up to you. Don't mind swimming, but I would love a paddleboard. That might be a nice relaxing way to go around the lake, but we're choosing a more dramatic way.
Yeah, I'm having one of these.
Hey!
Right.
How many times have you done this before? Right?
Me, I've done it. Never. Oh well.
Good luck. If we don't see you again. All good?
Yeah. Bad.
Okay, no pressure.
There's no pressure. There's none. So now, out of public decency, I'm keeping my t-shirt on.
I think so. Whatever happens, we'll have a giggle. There he goes.
start.
Da, 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 da. Oh, there he goes. Look at that. He's going for it. Any moment, could go in any moment. Now you got to turn. Once you're a bit deeper, Lois, stand up, you feel more confident then. It's really fun, isn't it?
Brilliant.
For €10, it's really worth it.
It's brilliant. The hardest thing is turning, because when I was trying to turn, that's when I went in.
Yeah.
Well, you want to really, if there's no one there, you can go for it.
I was looking at the others, whereas I was standing with like my feet dead next to each other, I think you want one foot in front of the other slightly.
Oh, that takes a bit of practice. Because the thing is one.
I didn't fall in. I'm chuffed.
No, you didn't. I was filming, hoping that you would.
Thanks.
And you didn't. So there, Lois is right there between us. There she is.
There she goes. And she hasn't fallen off yet.
No, it'll only be me.
Yeah, it's only you. That was so much fun. That was just, for me, best way to spend our wedding anniversary.
I did lose my sunglasses.
Oh yeah, you did lose your sunglasses.
In that bit of film where I fell off, that was all genuine. It sounds like we set it up because you said something about, oh, you might fall in earlier.
That's because you were obviously going to fall in.
Yeah.
You don't do paddleboarding for the first time and not fall in. Oh no, you do.
Yeah. Mel's very good. Mel's very good. She has her sea legs and all that, and you'll find out later on in this episode just how good she is when it comes to being out and doing nautical things. But anyway, that's another little teaser there for you. But anyway,
it was a lovely wedding
do you know what you
anniversary.
did do, which was quite impressive, and again, water-based? You swam out to the island.
I did. I swam all the way out back, the furthest I've ever swum. Bit bonkers actually.
That is quite mad, isn't it?
It was. And there were little boats and things on the way that I could have hung on to had there been an issue, but it was great.
Anyway, as you can see, we certainly made the most of our 3 days in Slovenia, but it was time to move on. And it was time to take what looked on the map like a pretty short trip.
Yep, should have been a couple of hours.
To our final destination.
We don't really want to go, do we?
No, I don't know why I'm sitting here in a black pair of trousers and dark t-shirt. I'm absolutely sweating. It's boiling. I've got a sweaty top lip.
Oh, that's lovely. Anyway, as I was saying, we don't really want to go, do we?
No.
But
it's not like we're going, oh no, we've got to go because we've got to go to work.
no, we've got to go.
Because we've got to go somewhere really horrible. We're going to Croatia.
And what's our ETA?
ETA is...
That's the estimated time of arrival. Sorry.
2.5 hours.
2.5 hours. And we've been driving for about an hour and a half.
We're just saying the quality of the roads are really good, aren't they?
Amazing.
Slovenian roads. This is it's actually not even a named road in parts here, but it's absolutely brilliant. No problems here at all. Feels very safe.
Right, I think it's time for one of those magic shots that just happen from outside of the vehicle somehow, Mel. Shall we do one?
Go on then. What, one like that?
Yeah.
That was alright, yeah?
Yeah, I think so.
Can I get back in now?
Yeah, should we go to Croatia now?
Yeah, let's go to Croatia.
So this is the other thing. This is pretty much the only road from Slovenia into Croatia. And it's a single lane.
Yeah. And we've been driving for 4.5 hours.
Yeah, we thought the drive today would be 2:40.
2 and a bit, yeah, 2.5.
Famous Croatians. Slaven Bilic.
Who's that? Footballer.
It used to be the Croatian football manager, then he was the West Ham football manager.
What's that tennis player?
Yes.
What's his
Richard
name?
Krajicek. He was Croatian, I think.
Wasn't he an astronaut? Or cosmonaut?
Go on, who was the Croatian you were
The
going to say?
Croatian, at the moment, the
Oh,
Croatian...
oh no, thingy.
Yeah.
The one that beat Tim Henman.
Yeah.
He won Wimbledon.
Yeah.
Ivanisevic.
Ivanisevic.
Goran Ivanisevic. There we go.
Is he Croatian?
Yes, I think he
Or
is.
Slovenian?
No, Croatian. That was a good game. Got any others?
Almost heaven, West Virginia, the Ridge Mountain, Shenandoah River.
Is this Glen Campbell?
Life is old and
Yeah. As opposed to...
Doesn't sound like
No,
Glen
John
Campbell.
Denver.
John Denver.
That's what I was going to say, it's Glenn Close.
take me home to the place
I belong. South End Seafront.
take me home, country home.
We're moving. I think we're at the border. You in? You in? Cute. Thank you. You go. Keep going, easy. Keep going. We're in Croatia. Yay! Didn't need all that, did we? Oh, right. I don't know. Can we go on holiday now, please?
Oh, please, can we? I want to get in that sea.
It's the Adriatic. Hey, it doesn't actually look that nice from here. But...
Should we go back?
Another country to drive in.
800 yards. We are 800 yards from our final destination. So that was one of our longest traffic jams of the whole trip.
Yeah.
And it probably took us about nearly 2 hours to get across the border.
Yeah, to get through.
So the whole trip was about 5 hours.
It was a long one. We were really hot, really tired by the time we eventually arrived at the Croatian resort called Zelina Laguna. And it is a resort. It was a village, really.
And when we got there, I was so tired, and it was my turn. We take turns to go into reception, don't we? And I was like, I'll go. So I went in, and I was so tired, I couldn't really be bothered to sort of have a look around and say, oh, what about that one? What about that one? And I just took the first one that they offered us. So here we are. This is our pitch for the next 5 days, Mel. Yep. Now, at the moment, it's a bit on the noisy side because we have the kids' pool area over there. However, it shuts at 7.
Yep.
We've got the amenities just over there, which we quite like. We're not overlooked. It's very green. We've got a decent-sized pitch, haven't we? This is all ours.
Nice, yeah.
This is all ours. So we're pretty happy about that. And just through there is the beach, which we haven't yet seen, but we're going to go for a wander down there. Now, if you've seen a lot of our episodes, you might have got to know us quite well, and you might know the difference between when we're putting on a bit of a front and when we're being really, really, really genuine. And I, looking at that, can just see in your face just a slight flicker of, I'm not sure.
We were both not sure. If we're honest, we were both not sure. It was very different.
You know that bit,
wasn't it? It was
in
very, very different.
National Lampoon's Vacation when Chevy Chase finally gets there
to Wally World.
To Wally World, and it's shut. Well, it wasn't like that at all yet.
It was just different, and also we hadn't been to the beach yet, had we?
And actually, we were hoping that a nice swim.
Yeah, it'd all feel better.
So by the time we got back to our pitch, we'd found out that the splash pool that would have been really noisy when we got
Really
there
noisy.
and really busy, and there's all these bars around it. We found out that whole area closed at 7. So we were thinking, well, okay, it's going to be a bit noisy during the day, but the evenings...
We'll get nice quiet
the
evenings.
evenings will be quiet.
Yeah.
Well, at 7 o'clock it went quiet, and everyone went home, like back to their pitches. Hooray! We thought, yeah, this is all right. And then at about 1 minute past 7, Kids Club started.
So yeah, it's gone from beautiful alpine lakes and stunning scenery, Lake Bled, which was just unbelievable, to basically a Croatian butlins. So basically, if it's not kids cycling past, it's cars zooming past. Yeah.
I think Croatian butlins is actually a bit harsh.
It's definitely too harsh. But
You were quite upset at the time.
I really was. We'd come from this amazing place, and suddenly we were sitting there with, you know, Baby Shark and Cotton Eye Joe blaring out. This isn't what we wanted, is it?
But it might be what some people would want because they've got families. If we had a 7-year-old and a 9-year-old and we wanted to know where they were, they'd just be over there, and you'd accept it.
But it wasn't the campsite that was the problem.
No,
it
not
was
at all.
our pitch. This is a huge campsite. There's 1,000 pitches. It is like a town. It's a resort.
And in any town, you have bits of the town that are busy and buzzing, where you want to go when you're young and noisy, and there are other bits that are more quiet and chilled, which is where you want to be, where you're getting on a bit, and you just want a bit of peace.
Yeah.
And we were in the wrong bit.
We were in the wrong
and it was
bit.
my fault
It
for not
wasn't,
even.
It wasn't your fault. Well, it was. No, it wasn't your fault. It wasn't anybody's fault. And so we had a few drinks, didn't we?
We had
Hit the hay.
a
few Croatian lagers.
Yeah.
And when I woke up in the morning, this clever boy had gone and worked his magic.
Well, I wanted to give you good news in the morning. So I got up really early. I was literally from about 6 o'clock going, "I won't be open yet. I won't be open yet." And then it was about 8 o'clock. I thought, right, it must be open now.
Yeah.
And I marched down, and then I thought, stop marching, come on,
Yeah,
because you
chill.
say I marched in, and that was never going to work.
No,
and then luckily there was a long queue, and by the time I got to the front, I'd given myself a good talking to, and I said to myself, just be really nice.
Be lovely.
And I was like, "Hello, you all right? Speak English." She was like,
Did your eyebrow go right
yeah,
up?
I don't know. She went, "But yes, of course." I was like, wonder if you can help me. Anyway,
Yeah.
got it. She gave me a choice of 2 other ones, and they were in this much quieter, sort of wooded.
But so you came back to the van, didn't you? And you said, we really haven't got long. We've literally got, you know.
Yeah, because she said
Someone else
She
will
said
take
you
it.
need to put a chair or a table or something to claim it because they're going to go so quickly. So I literally went, "Mel, get up!" But I
She woke me up. I didn't even know what was going on, and he just said, "Grab a chair, grab a table," which we did. And because the site was so huge, it was a good kind of 5-10 minute walk or so, wasn't it? Run, actually, yeah. Of us, you know, running with our table and chairs to Bagsy, the spot.
we left Lois. She had no idea we'd
She
even
didn't
done
even
it.
stir. She had no clue.
But anyway, an hour later,
As if by magic.
we'd got our new pitch, and our holiday and our epic European adventure was right back on track.
Happy.
Is this better?
Oh my God. This is like we've come to another campsite.
Wow, there we go. Through there is the sea, the Adriatic, and happy campers.
Very happy campers.
That
Listen.
No noise.
Kids club, no screaming kids, no motorbikes, no road, no nothing.
What's this site called?
Zelina Laguna. It is,
Laguna.
as with most sites in Croatia, it's absolutely enormous.
How many pitches?
I think there's over 1,300 pitches, capacity for 3,000 people, but it then just actually flows into the next campsite, doesn't it? So you can't even see the difference. So it's actually more like about 6,000 people.
But as you can see, hopefully you can see this. There's
Glimpse.
the sea.
There's a
There is
glimpse of the sea.
The sea glimpse, but there is the Adriatic. It's like
Down
literally
there.
a 2-minute
I'll
walk.
show you. It's there.
2-minute walk. Everybody's happy. It's a nice little spot. There we go, and
Englishman abroad. You love your daddy. How is it?
I'm possibly a bit overdressed.
Do you think you've got too many accessories?
It's really warm as well.
Is it warm?
We are here at the Adriatic.
Ta-da!
Ta-da! And there's our daughter over there somewhere.
Yeah.
I think she's happy.
She's very happy.
She
She's
is,
happy
isn't
now.
she?
She is happy now because for her, bless her, this is holiday. You know, maybe walking in the Black Forest and admiring the alpine orchids isn't what a 14-year-old wants to do. This is.
But you love it as well, don't you?
Oh God, absolutely, I do. Particularly up this end now where we are, where our picture's literally just there.
Yeah.
Just actually back from the nudists.
Yeah,
That green bit there is all the nudies.
Yeah, that's the bit we were filming just now. We thought we can't film that bit, but there were lots of bits to be filmed.
And then we had 4 amazing days of proper relaxing beach holiday, didn't we?
It was so idyllic. It was so perfect. I know on that last film you can see where there's that big green bouncy thing.
Oh, the inflatable, kids inflatable thing.
And there are some busy bits still. Because it's a resort, but you can find your quiet bits as well. And we found this really great little cafe and we had it to ourselves and we had a lovely breakfast.
Croatian fry-up.
I suppose this is the nearest that we ever come to sort of glamming it up.
Going out for food and cocktails and stuff. We're basically just having bacon and eggs.
Yeah, we've just ordered bacon and eggs and toast because we are so European. British. Cheers.
That's strong, isn't it? That's nice. Yeah.
Much needed. So we thought we'd ordered
Bacon and eggs.
which that kind of is.
Yeah, that's good.
But then we also asked for some toast on the side, and we've got a
gherkin and ham tomato sandwich, which I've got no problem with, but we've got quite a few meals going on now.
that's a lot of food considering we came out for a coffee.
The cost of eating out in Croatia is really reasonable.
Yeah.
We only ate out once though because we generally rather just sit outside the van and have a barbie.
And they also they had the really good supermarket on site that was
excellent supermarket,
really well stocked and so cheap. We want to sit outside our van. That's the whole point, isn't it?
Yeah, and also Croatian beer is good.
Yeah, really nice.
The Croatian wine actually is pretty good as well. So catering wise, I certainly didn't go without.
We didn't go without. But one thing, if you are looking for miles and miles of golden sand, Croatia isn't the right place for you. The coast of Croatia is absolutely stunning, but it is generally rocky and it's
you need your sea
coves.
shoes, don't you?
You need these proper little beach shoes because everywhere, every tiny little cove has jetties and ladders, so you can just get straight into the sea. But I mean, the sea is crystal clear. It's warm, isn't it? The Adriatic.
Oh, it's so lovely for swimming, snorkeling.
Yeah.
And on our last day, we it wasn't very expensive. We took out a boat and we went out on our own little boat trip, just the 3 of us.
So it's our last full day in Croatia. Boo! And to celebrate and to milk it one last time.
Milk it dry.
We've decided that we're going to go down there to the water, through there, and we're going to hire out a boat. Nice.
You know how to drive?
Yeah.
Yes?
Yeah.
So I don't have to explain.
Yeah, you can explain again for our time's sake.
Here, do you have anything?
Sure.
Under this seat, there is a life vest.
Yes.
Yeah.
Under that seat is the anchor.
Anchor is there, under that one, yes, so we can drop anchor,
Oh, you look the part, Ryan.
I don't, do I really?
No, not really.
So this is Croatia, you see the Adriatic. We're going to Porridge first.
Happy now, got a boat.
Behind a different wheel, in a different vehicle.
She's in charge. Woo! Hang on a minute, how come I'm suddenly getting wet? Oh wow, right, look at that. That's awesome. No, I don't think it's naked. I won't film it just in case. Is he naked? No, it's not naked. Oh, that's awesome. Hi. Orange Harbour, this is lovely. Lovely old buildings here. Yeah, so we really recommend hiring a boat. I think it was €50, wasn't it, for 4 hours hire?
Was it that cheap?
Yeah, with all the diesel and everything.
That's
really,
amazing.
Really good.
It was brilliant value, and it was a really nice boat.
It was.
And you would have thought it was the perfect ending to the perfect holiday.
Okay, so perfect end to a perfect holiday, Mel?
So nearly,
Why?
because I just made a bit of a mistake.
What did you do, Mel?
We dropped anchor so we could have a swim.
Yeah.
The anchor wasn't attached. And it's really, really deep water. And I've tried to swim down and get it, and I can't.
Will it like absolutely like ruin the entire holiday?
I think I've already done that. Like,
You? Have you ruined the holiday? What, your general moody teenager act? Nah,
if
you've
you
been,
want to put it that way, then yeah.
you've been fine.
And I hadn't had a beer.
No.
This is a
Conciliatory beer.
I hadn't had a scrap of alcohol.
So we're now going to go back to the nice people and say we had a brilliant time. Thank you. How much do anchors cost?
And also, I was brought up on boats. My dad is going to absolutely rip the what's out of me.
Oh well, it's all beautiful.
One.
That hurt.
Give you straight legs.
Do you want your goggles?
Yes, please. Last day in Croatia. The guys back at the hire place were so lovely when we took the boat back, weren't they?
The guys, yeah, you're flirting again.
I was not. They were so nice. We went back and we obviously
Did they
offered...
sell you knickers as well?
No, we offered...
Pecker oil?
We offered to pay, didn't we?
Yeah.
And they just went, it's okay.
He was just smoking a fag and he just went...
It's okay, it's holiday, it's okay. No,
Yeah.
amazing, absolutely brilliant.
Yeah, but you did do a kind of oh, I'm really sorry. And,
Well, I was really
silly
sorry.
me.
What are you going to do? Goodness
Yeah,
sake.
but anyway, we got away with it.
And that night we actually had time, didn't we, for one last swim.
Oh, that was lovely.
So we're treating this like it's the end of the holiday. We've actually still got
We don't get home till a week tomorrow.
right. It's the end of the Adriatic. It's the end of the coast. Well, they're saying they've got tomorrow morning.
They're definitely coming down for a swim tomorrow morning.
But anyway, so Mel, that's kind of that. So worth coming down, yes or no?
Big thumbs up.
Yes, it was absolutely worth it. It was a long way to go, but yeah, massive thumbs up, definitely. Touring isn't just about, the destination, is it?
It's not. It's so much about getting there, and it's so much fun getting there. Yeah. It's just trying to convince your child that it's worth it.
But just because we were leaving Croatia, we got to our final destination, but that wasn't it, because we still had the journey home.
How long did we have left?
We had nearly 8 days home still.
Where are we going now?
The only way is Essex.
Because after that, we then went back
through Slovenia again. Then back through the glorious Austrian Tyrol.
And then this time we decided to avoid the German autobahns and we took in the glorious Italian Dolomites.
Cable cars went in there. Yeah, that's a lovely scenic railway journey.
Little did we know, which makes me us a bit sad when we watched the films, but that was going to be our last time ever doing a trip in that van, which really goes to prove that you really are making memories, whether you're going away in your caravan or your motorhome. It's all about those precious memories.
And
that
they
you're
really
creating.
are amazing.
Yeah.
And anybody that's kind of dithering over whether to go to Europe or just to do one more summer here in the UK, of course, the UK is amazing.
It's
We all
incredible.
love the UK. We'll carry on making films about the UK, hopefully for years to come.
In fact, so Lo and Ross took a year out and travelled the UK in their big blue bus. That's what they did. They
In this very
explored-
van.
Yeah.
And this is a really cool van, by the way. And
It's
thank
so
you,
lovely.
Lo and Ross,
Thanks,
for
Lo and
letting
Ross.
us have this. But fortune favours the brave.
Yeah.
You've got to go for it.
Yeah.
Don't be shy. Go for it. Go for it. When you go to Europe, you'll realise that a lot of those roads are definitely made for touring anyway.
Yeah.
Caravan or motorhome. It's just a wonderful thing.
It is.
Take the opportunity to do it. Don't be frightened. Don't be shy. Go for it.
Yeah.
So that's the end of this
It is.
double 2-episoder.
Double whammy.
We will be back around Christmas time. We're going
Yep.
to do something Christmassy. Not
Probably
going
a
to
Christmas fair of some
yeah,
sort.
or market,
markety thing.
something like that.
Or maybe just go to Debenhams. I don't know. One of the two.
Yeah. So we will see you all very, very soon. In the meantime, please, if you haven't already, subscribe to Overnighters TV.
Subscribing.
Yeah.
That's writing, isn't it? Pressing subscribe.
Follow us on Twitter,
Instagram,
Facebook, all of that stuff. Stay in touch. I hope you're going to have a brilliant winter, all of you planning your big summer trips next year. And of course, you hard ones out there that will be doing still out there now, doing it properly. But anyway, thank you so much for watching us.
Yeah,
That's
thanks
it,
again.
isn't it?
Yeah, thank you for all your support again. You've been fabulous. Keep on waving.
Oh yeah, Van Wave.
I'm a bit freezing now. I think my nose has gone cold. Red.
They have got heating.
Why don't we put the heating on?
I don't know how to put it on.